because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. Round 80. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Round 80. I'm coming.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
At the Chargers' 8-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft...
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10 at their own 44.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
390. think you gonna get this? Hatchet, hatchet. Kill, kill, kill.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Block 11. Tight end right, tight end right.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Caught by Allen. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Bring it up.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they bet. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Oh, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They run the counter. Grant. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. Doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We're going to work.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's do this.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Now a give, right side. It's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Come on now. Switch, 15.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yellow. Watch the run. Attack. Sponge.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch the safety creep. 15. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike 5-2. Danny.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
The score, Chiefs 48, Chargers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, pick your game. 15. No, check that. 2 right here.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And for a Kansas City touchdown.
They can't see us.
Sammy Watkins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, get excited. Let's go, let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
We want it. Come to my world.
Throwing, Rivers. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. 30, 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
I smell fear in that offense. Check. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, option right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrod Taylor His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Check. Lucky.
They will run with Grant. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Mahomes going to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Yellow. Got you, boy. My 52. I got wide.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Coming to you.
Now back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Check 53. All day, every day, any day.
The first throw here for the backup Taylor. This is caught by Williams. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. I got him. Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo.
On first down, it's Taylor.
You got 3 down.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. 50.
To the air again here, Rivers.
Check tight end. Check tight.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, first down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Tight end left. 4 down. Alert. 50.
Rivers again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Chargers 28. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.